brothers higher in the air, praying for Messiah, but he don't care. Pastors being liars, taking pills. Hit the blunt, no space on you. Nobody cares, they dying too, they dying too. Fuck the bass, fuck the stripper pose. The pole kitchen is the fisher hoe. Abnormal nigga, not phenomenal. My mind to it and be unstoppable. It's a lot to learn, not a lot to know. How to understand what you've been riding for. They don't understand where you've been coming from. See the lies played through the jumbotron. Niggas bleeding now and never see the sun. Trying to take a life, nigga, get the gods. Turn the kid.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Anything Goes. I'm your host, David.
And I'm Nino.
And that was All the Don, the hottest rapper out there out of Fort Worth, Texas. His hot single, My Brothers. That's All the Don. Shout out to Clint, the manager. Hello, everybody. Today's subject is there anything your kid could do that would make you throw him out of the house? You know, we could think of a thousand things offhand, but let's really get serious. The kid who you love, the kid who you raised, the kid who you had so much joy with growing up. And he may do something that annoys you or whatever, I don't know. But I want to know, is there anything that he can do to make you throw him out of the house before he's ready? Because we see stories about other people doing that to their children and not tolerating things that we possibly would tolerate. Because we're tolerable people. We take a lot off of a lot of people, including our family members. So that's been a discussion. And we've got a lot of people calling in and writing in and emailing talking about that and wanted us to bring this up. So now we're bringing it up. And we want to think long and hard. This kid whom you love has so much joy in, has so many good memories with growing up through the Little League or the Girl Scout, Boy Scouts, whatever activities you had them in. You know it's different with each person. But, Nino, is there anything a child you love so much that you would die for? Is there anything that child could do to you that would make you throw them out in the cold?
Well, I know it's a few things possible, but I would consider it. One, embezzling money from me. Two, if he's a teenager in school, not appropriately, and I mean still in high school, handling his duties at school, like making good grades, say he's an athlete or has played sport. Another one is while we both are gone, say me and my wife, and this is just I would consider doing it. He's having him and all his friends in my house, eating up all my food, torturing my house. Let me see. Another thing possible would be sneaking these little hot tail girls in there when you know that what's that going to end up to be. Right now, that's just a few off the top of my head, but I'm going to still have to marinate a little bit more. What about you, my brother?
Well, I'm more interested in what you just said. From what I can see, you the biggest hypocrite out of anybody. You just condemn your son for the things that you did to your parents.
That's absolutely.
How dare you?
But no. But as I would say, you don't want to do what I don't want him to do. What I do. And remember, I'm just saying.
I don't do as you do as you say. Huh?
Yeah. I don't want him to do what I do. I mean, I'm not saying because yes, many of them facts was personal from me. They was personal from me because most of my data is personal from me. That's one thing about Nino. Yeah. That's personal from me. But I still wouldn't want him to do it just because I do it. But that's just a few.
So you would throw him out of the house for doing what normal teenagers do, getting the girl over, trying to.
I would consider it. I'm not saying I would consider it because see that's what I'm saying. Yes, throwing somebody out is a serious deal now. Because I'm saying throwing somebody out like that, I'm like, man, I said, you ain't went committed murder or nothing like that. I'm saying this is just consideration.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because like I said, we are tolerable people.
Mm-hmm.
I probably consider it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I probably be mad, but I probably wouldn't. But I'm just saying this was just considering.
Oh, okay. You would consider it.
Consider it. Yeah. That's why I say I would consider it. To be actual and truthful and keep it a buck, I would consider it.
Okay. I can see. So you basically straddling the fence.
Straddling the fence, yeah. Because like I say, you even said it. I would be hypocrite. Hell, I did a lot of this stuff, and
right.
You know, so why would I be so judgmental? But you know what I'm saying. But anyway, what do you think about this? What do you think about it? What do you think about it?
There's a million ways. There's a million things he could do that I would consider it. There are things he could do that would make me throw him out. What
would make you throw him out? Well, it's like I'm not hearing it or nothing.
Well, he threatened to kill me.
Well,
and I believe
yeah.
One,
that's true.
You know, he's so out of control. He's bringing danger around me.
That's true.
With how these youth act and run with the wrong people, he would have to go. Mm. You see, personal safety is one of the main reasons what would make me do it. Other things we are more tolerable for about. We would work with our kids on most anything. But when it comes to violence, that's where, and I'm sure you would also, Nino, draw the line when if you were thinking that you were in danger, you couldn't be safe in your own home, then you would have to take steps to get rid of the whatever it is that's making you afraid.
My brother, I want to ask you one, and you kind of know where I'm going to, but I know this going to move the needle. I know this going to move the needle. I sure want to ask you this. But this anything goes, so I'm going to ask you this. What if he all of a sudden comes out the closet?
If he comes out the closet, he better hit the road. All right? Now, really, everybody, you can't answer a question that fast. You have to consider it.
Right.
And now Nino has brought up a very good question. And I hope I didn't offend anybody with what I just said, because this is anything goes.
Absolutely.
Now, if he came out of the closet, okay, if he came out of the closet, you got to remember, it's still your child, and you love him unconditionally. Okay? So, you know, you may have to just get used to him and his boyfriend or husband showing up at all
her events. And her girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah, he's showing up at the events, and you would have to be tolerable of things that people do that you don't agree with. Okay, absolutely. Because I don't agree with that. I'm totally with a man and a woman.
I don't either.
Type thing.
I don't either.
And but again, you can do. You know, people do what they want, and and that's okay with me.
I'm not God.
And I am not judging you, and I love you regardless, unconditionally.
Right.
But no, that would not make me throw him out. As a matter of fact, that would make me show him some support.
Right.
Because I would be more sensitive to the things that he most affects him, that he cares about. Yes. What would you do, Nino?
Yeah, I agree with you. Even though I was raised and my mama preached, my mother, God rest her soul, preached. It was even said to me and my son one time, if I ever found out that y'all rode that away, y'all don't know me, but I know that tolerable woman my mother she was just speaking in the moment. I believe she was just speaking in the moment.
Oh, I don't know about that.
That
is for another.
Well, yeah, you're right. Because no, she said that, and I can get back up on that for my son. She told us, me and my son, if y'all would come out, I guess for how she raised us, and all of a sudden later told me, y'all don't know me.
And Nino was talking about one of the subjects we have coming up in our Voices of the Past, and that's where we're gonna talk about what our elders believed. Absolutely. And their morals and their values, which have been lost with this generation. And he's speaking of some of the things that we were going to bring up
Yes.
around then. So I'm like, y'all make sure y'all tune in for that episode because it's going to be really informative.
Yeah.
And it's going to tell us a lot of things that has been forgotten in time. We're gonna touch on a lot of the things that our mothers, grandmothers, and great grandmothers did and what they wanted to teach but has got lost.
Got lost.
But that's for another episode. Make sure y'all tune in for that. But today we had a very spirited discussion on is there anything that your kids could do that would make you throw them out? And I know it changes and it varies with each individual, but we hope everybody get along because we want unity in the families. This is David.
And this is Nino.
We'll see you again on another episode of Anything Goes.